very unique one. To prospective student athletes it's one of a kind.
My favorite part about being an apprentice is getting to work with my hands and playing football. And since I came to the yard, I matured a lot, coming in straight out of high school, and I'm able to work better.
Oh man, it's a great experience. I mean, you're doing what you love, a great trade that you can use anywhere. It's just a great experience, best experience I ever had.
I did because it taught me time management, it taught me patience. I was one of those ones that did everything last minute. So it taught me how to get time for resting, get time for homework and school, and stay on top of things. My favorite thing about being an apprentice has to be the numbers that you get. As long as you show initiative.
It's not your traditional four-year college scholarship type athlete. Just hearing about the women actually getting out and working every day told me a lot about their character to even sign up and be committed to a program like this. So the challenge, I think, just knowing that these women can do both, it was inspiring.
Wrestling is one of those sports where it takes serious dedication to be really good at, and just like every other apprentice, they're going to school and they're going to work all day. They're working on nuclear aircraft carriers and submarines and being a full-time athlete.
I didn't know what to think. I was blindsided. Got to grow up a little fast, but I made it work. Been here 10 years now. And yeah, tuition fee, simple. It's as simple as that.
Most recent grads that are graduating high school, their first year at college are typically they're sleeping in sometimes in the mornings. Our guys and young ladies are out beating on the field at 5:30 in the morning sometimes.
It's completely different. You really see how it be to get up every morning and get to work and how much people really rely on you.
This is not for somebody that's soft. It's something that it's very rewarding when you get through it. It's a long day. You're up at 5 or so. You may go to school all day. You may work all day. Practice afterwards. Get home, clean up, eat, do your homework, and get to bed and get ready to do it again the next day. So it's a sacrifice. So that's a commitment.
I'd say my proudest really is just being able to have this opportunity and do it all. I mean, I got the schooling paid for and made it through that, and being able to do something that I'm really interested in.
But playing baseball is awesome through the apprentice school because it definitely just opens more doors to move up in the company. You can't have much more fun playing baseball.
Probably is the best decision that you could make coming out of high school. You're going to be able to pay your own bills, start your own career, and also at the same time, you could get your education for free. So it's really a no-brainer.
I was recruited right out of high school. Had a defensive coordinator come to my school and say, hey man, you're not going to have any student debt when you finish. You're going to get to play football and work with your hands every day. I said, sign me up right then and there. Greatest experience of my life thus far.
You got to have some guts. You got to be hard-nosed to be able to survive this place, this culture, this atmosphere. So what we do is we come in, we tell our guys there are no excuses. We want guys that are smart, be able to come in here and get the classwork done. That's first and foremost. But secondly, we want hard-nosed guys that really love the game of football. Guys that, you know, they can't wait to get over to football practice and they love to compete. We play a fast, high-paced, exciting brand of football, so that's something they can look forward to every day. With the way we're trending and our program is recruiting, I can tell you that we're going to be moving into some spaces that apprentice football has been before, and I'm excited about it.
It's a great opportunity to be able to come to the apprentice school, not only play the sport, but also to have a career out of it as well, too.
I believe the proudest moment I've had is to see all of our players, walk that stage. I challenge each one of them to become a superintendent as a minimum, and several of them are going through the ranks making supervision, so I'm real proud of that. That's probably more than any of them shooting 69 or 70 in my opinion.
It's a big deal. And when they come here, they're building nuclear-powered submarines and aircraft carriers for the U.S. Navy, and basketball is just the fun part. But what our apprentices do on a day-in, day-out basis is protecting our security at home. So it's something that they're going to do for the rest of their lives.
We play a huge part in the safety of our country in a contract Navy, and it's just an opportunity that we can offer that no one else in America can. So it's really care and really awesome.
The opportunity.
At this time, let's introduce today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Clinton College Golden Bears, a 6-foot junior from Rock Hill, South Carolina, number 0, J.C. McCorn. A 6'6" freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, number 4, Jonathan Moliere. A 6'8" junior from Brooklyn, New York, number 10, Jonathan McDonald.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another fantastic day of basketball action here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding, right here in the heart of Newport News, Virginia. Once again, hello everyone. Howard McCain, so glad to be back with you. Sekou Fry is our engineer producer, and we are excited. Why? Because we have a great matchup. Win on Senior Day here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Today, our lone senior that will be honored throughout the day is going to be Corey Joyner for the men. So we'll get to that in just a moment. But who are the men playing today, folks? They're playing Clinton College out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. This is a team that's coming into this afternoon's basketball game absolutely hot for Coach D. Frazier. They've won their last 7 games in a row. So this team is also ranked in the USCAA rankings along with the Apprentice School. The Clinton College team comes into today's basketball game ranked number 2, while the Builders are ranked number 9. So this should be an exciting basketball game here on Senior Day at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Again, Corey Joyner, our lone senior that's being honored today. Corey Joyner just recently crossed over into the 1,000-point plateau in his career, one of only 10 Builders to do that in school history. So that is a great honor. Also a great honor when you receive a great honor like that, folks, to have your family here to support you. And boy, if you would have been here in the pregame, you would have got a chance to see Corey had a great outpouring of support from his family. So tell you what, both teams have now made their way onto the court. We will go out there and take you and bring you all the action for this afternoon's game between Clinton College and the Apprentice School. The officials for this afternoon's game are Kyle Nev, Kendall Riley, and Spencer Coleman. And we are underway, and the Builders win the opening tip. Tony Epps with the basketball. I'll let you know who he is joined on the floor with in just a moment, as our lone senior honoree, Corey Joyner, with the basketball, had a huge game against Clinton College, the first time these teams met earlier in the season. Clinton College came away with a narrow 3-point victory in that game, 85-82. Shot clock down late. Corey launches a 3, no good. But there's Smith, Kyrie Smith with the rebound. Builders feed down low. Shot up, no good for Isaiah Jones. So Corey Joyner, Isaiah Jones, Marion Moore, Tony Epps, and Kyrie Smith round out your starting 5 for the home Builders. For the visiting Clinton College, rather, this is J.C. McCorn with the basketball. Shot clock now down at 6. Top of the arc. Clinton's first shot, no good. Rebound tapped around, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clinton. So the basketball goes over to the building. So J.C. Horn will be joined by Jonathan Moliere, Jonathan McDonald, thought I was seeing double there, Jamarian Davis, and Cameron Shannon. Round out the top, the starters for Clinton College is Corey Joyner. Feed, Moore. Shot off the glass and good, and the Builders start the scoring. 2-0 is our score, 18:24 remaining in the first half. Here on senior day at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. McCorn, not Horn, McCorn. His shot no good, back come the Builders. Skip pass to Smith. Smith able to get inside, missed the short jumper, but the long carom comes off to Joyner. Shot clock now at 10. Joyner, kick, Epps. 3-point basket off the mark. Rebound cleared by McCorn. Marion Moore with the rebound, outlet to Joyner. Here's Moore. Knifing through the teeth of the defense, unable to get it to go, but able to get his own rebound. Shot clock does not reset. It's now at 13, kick to Smith. And Smith with the long three-pointer from the corner, and that puts the Builders up now 5-0 over Clinton. 17:07 left in the first half. Here's McDonald, looking. Ball tipped away, controlled by McCorn with 6:55 remaining on the game clock. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. It's McDonald, spin, able to get it to go. So McDonald with the first two for the Bears for Clinton College. 5-2 is our score. Builders leading here on senior day. And I will be referencing that throughout the day. Why? Because we have a second game coming up after this one. You gotta work! Between the Lady Bears and the Lady Builders, and we have an honoree for the Lady Builders in that game as well. Joyner with the basketball, shot clock now at 5. Moore, 3, 2, Epps with the basketball, good if it goes, but he misses. Back come the Bears. Bears spinning and converting. First points for Shannon. Builders now up, I was going to say 5-4, never mind, they're up 7-4 as Kyrie Smith with a breakaway dunk on the offensive end. A lot of energy coming out in this first half right now by the Builders. Again, against a very tough Clinton Bear basketball team, coming in averaging 95.6 points a game, but we get a whistle. Builders with their first substitution of the game as Jaden Eason makes his way onto the floor for Isaiah Jones. .33 left in the first half. Feed, down low. Shot missed. Back come the Builders with Smith. Joyner controls the basketball over to Epps. Plenty of time on the shot clock for the Builders. Shot clock now at 20. Epps. Smith can't get anything going on the baseline as Builders continue to work it around the perimeter. Shot clock now at 7. 6 is the shot clock as Joyner launches from 3 and hits. So on senior day, the senior converts from 3-point land, and the Builders have extended their lead now to 6, 10-4 over the Bears. 14:50 remaining in the first half as McCorn being guarded by Joyner. Feed down low, pass picked off. There's going to be a foul. That foul is going to go on Jonathan McDonald. That is his first personal foul and the team's first. So 14:36 remaining. It's Corey Joyner. Handles the basketball. Man-to-man defense right now by the Bears. Eason. Joyner with 15. Epps. Down low to Moore. Moore with a smaller player on him takes advantage of the size difference, and he is able to bank it off the backboard 4-2, and we get a timeout. Timeout being taken by Dee Frazier, the first-year coach for the Clinton Bears. Again, brings his team into this afternoon's game playing well. So we'll come quickly back to courtside with me, Howard McCain. Again, Sekou Fry is our engineer-producer. Right now, a 30-second timeout being taken by the Bears as they find themselves down on the scoreboard by a score of 12-4 here on Senior Day at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Corey Joyner is our honoree. And like I said earlier, Corey Joyner just recently eclipsed the 1,000-point plateau in his career against Mid-Atlantic Christian University right here at home at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. So Builders holding to a 12-4 lead while out of the timeout. Let's go back onto the court for the action. Bears with the basketball, of course. Shannon handling. Shannon all the way to the rack. He scores. And that trims the Builder lead from 8-6. So 12-6 is the score. Epps with the basketball at 20. Remaining on the shot clock, and he turns it over. Back come the Bears on the fast break. And the layup is good for J.C. McCorn. So a couple of quick scoring opportunities taken advantage of by the Bears, and that narrows the Builder lead to 4, 12-8. Remember, this Bear team is very high scoring, 95.6 points per game as Joyner works. Smith with the feed. Eason. Shot clock at 8. Long three-point shot, no good. Weak side rebound taken by the Bears. McCorn pulls up, but misses. Here's Joyner on the fast break. Tried to feed to Smith, but the bounce pass is poked away by McCorn. McCorn with the feed. Shot over the front of the rim and in for McDonald. So now the Builders' lead has been cut to 2, 12-10. And again, these teams have already gone at it one time earlier this season. Narrow victory by the Bears at home, 82, I'm sorry. Kick goes in the corner to Epps. Shot clock now at 10. Builders with a sense of urgency now the shot clock is down. So Joyner launches a 3 that is no good, and back comes McDonald with the Bears on offense. Builders with a steal. Smith with a flush. And that does not sit well with Coach Dee Frazier, as Coach Evan Key sees his Builder team go up now by 4 at the 12-minute mark. Again, Evan Key in his 3rd year at the helm of the men's basketball program here at the Apprentice School, and they force a turnover. That's going to be a traveling violation on J.C. McCorn as the Builders look to substitute. Avon Hawkins into the game for Epps. Builders lead 14-10. 11:48 left in the first half of the first of a doubleheader today on Senior Day as Corey Joyner gets it to Eason. Eason is bumped. So Jonathan Moliere will pick up his first personal foul. That'll be the team's second. So no foul shots forthcoming. Eason was not fouled in the act of shooting, nor is Clinton College in the bonus, so no foul shots. As Joyner inbounds to Hawkins. Hawkins with a feed to Smith. Beautiful job that time of Avon Hawkins hitting the cutter to get the easy layup right at the rim. 16-10 is our score. Builders leading. 11:24 left in the first half. As McCorn was not looking at the basketball on the feed, the officials say it was last touch by Clinton College. So they're going to talk about it, because Clinton is saying that the Builders were the last ones to touch the basketball. So we have a long discussion. And the basketball is going to stay with the Builders. So we don't have the luxury of instant replay, thankfully. So the basketball will stay with the Builders. The possession arrow is in favor of the Bears at the moment. So with 11:16 left in the first half, Corey Joyner handles the basketball as the Builders hold to a 6-point advantage, 16-10. On the scoreboard, here's Hawkins. Smith with the basketball. Feed to Eason with 15. Moore to Joyner. Nearly turned it over. Shot clock now at 7 as we get a traveling violation on Eason. So good job of defense. You got to give it to Clinton to force the issue and force the turnover by the Builders. So 10:52 remaining in the first half. Builders still hold to a 6-point lead, 16-10. Builders so far have led throughout the basketball game, scoring their first 5 points before Clinton was able to score. As the miss by Clinton comes off to the Builders. Here's Joyner. Hawkins. Down low to Eason. Eason with the spin move. Shot up off the glass and good, and the foul. So that foul call will go on J.C. McCorn. That is his first personal foul and the team's third. So that gives Eason an opportunity to convert the 3-point play opportunity at the 10:28 mark of the first half on senior day. Free throw comes off to Clinton. So the Builders are satisfied currently with an 8-point lead, 18-10. 10:22 remaining in the first half. As the Bears go to work. All the way to the rim, shot no good by Davis. Moore clears the rebound to Eason. Shot clock now at 20. 10 minutes exactly left in the first half. Hawkins, long 3-point shot, no good. And back come the Bears. 18-10 is the score, as you can see. Maybe you can see in the top of your screen. If not, I'll keep you abreast of what's going on as the shot comes off. Missed. Put back up, no good, but there's a foul. That foul call will go on Marion Moore. That is Marion Moore's first personal foul, and that is the team's first. So that will put, I can't see the player number, that is Harris, I believe. As Harris is now tying his shoe. Harris will toe the line to try to shoot 2 to try to trim this Builder lead from 8 to 6 if possible. And he bakes in the first of his 2 free throws. Xavier Hunter makes his way into the basketball game for the Builders at the 9:35 mark of the first half. Builders still holding to a lead. 7 points is that lead right now. Make it 6. 18-12, Builders. As Hunter works against this matchup zone of the Bears as the feed goes inside to Moore. Eason, kick. Smith, 3-point shot is good. And the Builders have now built their largest lead of the afternoon, 9. 21-12 is the score. Builders leading at the 9:01 mark of the first half, as that 9-point lead now gets trimmed to 7. Thanks to Cameron Shannon. 21-14 is the score. Builders by 7. Hunter, step back 3. In and out. And back come the Bears. Long outlet. Skip pass. 3-point shot no good as the Bears work hard on the offensive glass, able to get the rebound but unable to convert. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins, shot, bump, and we have a foul. I take that back. It wasn't a bump, it was an offensive foul call. So Avon Hawkins picks up the offensive foul call in transition. So that turns the basketball over to the Bears. Shannon picked off. Kyrie Smith with a dunk on the offensive end. Kyrie Smith, I believe that is his second flush of the afternoon as the Builders go to the full-court press. It is broken by the Bears, who are able to get a high percentage shot right at the rack. 23-16 is our score. Builders lead. Here's Hunter. Shot blocked. Jonathan McDonald with the block. Stops the clock at 7 minutes, 52 seconds remaining in the first half. Shot clock now at 24. Smith. Shot clock at 20. It's Hawkins to Smith. Long three-point shot. Rims out. Rebound off to Shannon. Here's McDonald, but he is fouled. That foul call is going to go on Jaden Eason. That is his first personal foul. And that'll be the team's third. And that'll put Jonathan McDonald at the free throw line, the 6'8" junior forward. As he misses the first of two, McDonald comes into this afternoon's game as the leading rebounder for the Bears out of Rock Hill. He comes in pulling down 12 rebounds per game as Caleb Molesky makes his way onto the playing surface for the Apprentice School Builders, and the second of two comes off. So no change in the score. Builders maintain a 7-point lead, 23-16. As Hawkins handles the basketball to Eason. Shot clock now at 15. Eason traveled. So that'll turn the basketball over to the Bears. Bears with an opportunity to try and cut into this 7-point lead of the Builders. Here's Glover. Bears able to work the offense and get a nice percentage shot there from Jamarian Davis, who drains it right around the free throw line. So the Builders now with a 5-point lead, 23-18. 6:50 remaining in the first half is Eason. Molesky kick in the corner to Smith, who has missed his last few shots after dunking the basketball a little bit earlier. That come the Bears. And that will be a, oh, wow. Folks, I thought from my vantage point, I thought that was going to be a player control foul, but instead it's a foul that's going to go against Kyrie Smith, and that'll be his first personal foul and the team's fourth as the Builders take a timeout. Builders take their first timeout. It's a full timeout at the 6-minute, 34-point mark of the first half. So we will come briefly to the sideline with me, Howard McCain. Welcome back to courtside. There you go. Hello, everyone. Wow, what a great game so far. We kind of anticipated that being the case as both of these teams coming to this afternoon's game actually playing pretty well, actually doing well in conference as well, and also doing well in the national standing. You have a Clinton College program that comes in ranked number 2 in the USCAA Division I poll, while the Apprentice School sits at number 9. So two high-powered basketball teams playing each other as, again, the Bears come in having won their last 7 games in a row. Their overall record now sits at 15-4, 5-1 in conference play. For Coach Evan Key, he brings his team in. They won their last game, and they've improved their record to now 11-12 on the season, 5-3 in conference play, and again, they're the number 1 seed on their side of the bracket as we get ready to go into EMAC tournament play here, I believe, next week. So we're out of the timeout. Both teams back on the court. Let's go back out there with them. 6:34 remaining in the first half. Builders holding to a 5-point lead, 23-18 as McDonald gets tied up, and the jump ball call, but the possession arrow is in favor of the Bears, so the basketball will stay on this end. The shot clock will not reset. 18 seconds on the shot clock, 6:29 on the game clock. James Brooks now into the basketball game for the Bears. There's Brooks, able to knife inside, but unable to convert. So here comes Corey Joyner, who the last time these two teams played, he had an amazing basketball game from a scoring standpoint. 38 points by Corey Joyner. He was actually 5 of 8 from three-point land. I believe he's already hit 1 in this game as Avon Hawkins able to get himself into the scoring column and extend the Builder lead to 25-18, 5:56 left. Here's Shannon. Shot clock at 20 to Brooks. Feed to McDonald. Beautiful job on the defense by Jaden Eason with a block. So Rashawn Ely will come in. Tyrese Smith will have a seat at the 5:41 mark. 25-18 Builders with a 7-point lead. 5:41 left in the first half. As that seemed like it took forever to get the basketball in by the Bears. As the Builders foul. So that foul will go on Caleb Molesky. That is his first personal foul and the team's 5th. So that will put Cameron Shannon at the free throw line. Cameron Shannon comes in sharing the leading scorer. Trying to gather my thought there. But he comes in sharing the distinction of being the leading scorer on the basketball team at 21.4 points per game. And he cuts into the Builder lead. So that now makes the Builder lead 25-20 as J.C. McCorn makes his way back into the basketball game. I keep saying J.C. Horn because there's a cornerback. Well, actually, there was a wide receiver that used to play for the Saints named J.C. Horn, and I don't know if you remember J.C. Horn. I remember one time with the Saints, he scored a touchdown, and he went underneath the cushion at the base of man, oh man, I'm losing my thought. I'll tell you what, I'll come back to it later as the Builders are able to convert on the offensive end and push their lead back to 7. Bears now on the offense with Brooks. With the kick out to Shannon. Shot clock now at 7. As the fans start to get into it a little bit. Miss comes off to Ely to Joyner. 3-point basket is good for Corey Joyner on senior day. Here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center again, Corey Joyner, our lone honoree. And he drains it from 3, and he pushes the Builders out to their largest lead of the afternoon at 10 as the Bears go to work on defense on Caleb Molesky, but there's a foul. So Caleb Molesky picks up the personal foul. That is his 2nd, and that'll be the team's 6th. So that will put Cameron Shannon back on the line. Again, Cameron Shannon coming into today's game, averaging 21.4 points per contest. He shares that distinction with Devin Campbell, who also is scoring 21.4 points per game. That free throw trims the Builder lead back down to 9, 30-21. As Jonathan Moliere makes his way back into the basketball game for the Bears. Shannon drops the 2nd of 2. So the Builder lead is 8, 30-22, 4:15 left as Corey Joyner handles the basketball. with 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Joyner with the feed. Eason finds the cutter, who's able to lay it up off the backboard for two. Beautiful job that time by Amari Acklin to find a lane, cut to the basket. Beautiful job by Eason with the feed. And we have a near steal here on defense for the Builders. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Shannon with a kick to McCorn. 10 seconds on the shot clock. McCorn to McDonald. And McDonald able to hit. Builders, long skip pass down court as they slow things down with 22 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Here's Joyner. Joyner able to penetrate, scoop layup shot, no good. Back come the Bears. Feed to Brooks. As Brooks gets the three. So the Builders see their 10-point lead evaporate down to 5. 3:05 remaining. Builders lead 32-27 as Joyner works off of a screen from Ely. Shot clock at 15. Here's Ely. Spin move. Did everything right, but put it in the basket. Builders with a steal as Corey Joyner nearly saved it, but the official said he stepped out of bounds right in front of the Builder bench. So the basketball will remain on this end for the Bears. 32-27 is the score as Shannon will inbound to McCorn. McDonald inside. McCorn was able to go up and over Corey Joyner, but was not able to convert, so Joyner rips down the defensive board, Still 32-27, Builders with a 5-point lead, 2:26 left in the first half. Joyner to Hawkins. Shot clock at 10. Eason able to get the bucket. 34-27 now was the score. Builders build their lead back up to 7. 2:05 remaining in the first half. A torrid pace for both of these teams. Up and down the court as we get a tie-up. And the possession arrow is in favor of the Builders. I actually thought that may have been more of a foul, but hey, I'm not an official. So 1:59 left in the first half. Builders looking for an opportunity to build on their 7-point lead. Again, Builders have led throughout. Quickly got up 5-0 in the first half and really haven't looked back since as a skip pass to Joyner. Joyner, skip pass to Ely for 3. Shot no good. So here come the Bears with 1:34 left in the first half as McCorn. McDonald able to bank it in. So this team does not get flustered at all when they see themselves behind on the scoreboard. Nice, calm lay-in for 2 by McDonald, and that trims the Builder lead back to 5 as the Builders have been successful with that play all afternoon as we get another cutter to the basket. Nice feed down low to Ely for 2. 1 minute remaining in the first half of action. Builders lead now 7, 36-29. Very entertaining basketball game by 2 teams that are playing well as Shannon able to get to the rack for 2. So 36-31, game clock at 42, shot clock at 26. So of course Builders cannot hold for the final shot of the basketball game unless they pull down an offensive board off of a missed shot. As Joyner works with 15. Here's Ely. 10 on the shot clock now. Feed goes in to Eason. Skip pass to Ely for 3. Ely drains it with 3 seconds left on the shot clock, and that pushes the Builder lead to 8. 39-31, game clock at 12. As Brooks looks to hold for the final shot. Joyner with great defense. Builders turn him over. Game clock at 5. Here's Ely. He's fouled. Oh, and the shot almost goes, but Ely goes down hard. And the Builders will get an opportunity to add to their lead with 1.2 seconds left on the game clock, and the Builders leading by 8. Awesome game so far being played by both of these teams. Builders in particular. Builders shooting high percentage shots the majority of the first half, as Ely misses the front end. So quickly onto the floor for the final 1.2 seconds is Jamarian Davis, as Ely looks to convert, and he does. Builder lead now 40 to 31 over the Bears, 1.2 left. So the Builders will not guard the inbound. They'll put a man on a man to try to make sure that the Bears don't get anything off, because 1.2 seconds is plenty of time to get it and just heave it, and the Bears do no such thing. So the Bears decide to go into the halftime locker room trailing by a score of 40 to 31. What an awesome first half of action here on Senior Day at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, as the Builders honor Corey Joyner, their lone senior on the basketball team. So that's really great news for not only Corey, but also for the basketball program as well, because that means that these guys will be back again next season. Really good team coming back next year for Coach Evan Key, again in his third season at the helm for the Builders. But man, oh man, what an exciting first half by both of these teams. Like I told you earlier, both of these teams aren't slouches. This is a Clinton College Bear team that comes in ranked number 2 in the country in the USCAA Division I polls, while the Builders come in at number 9. So again, this is a Bears team that comes in knowing how to score the basketball. We saw Cameron Shannon pretty much lighting it up in the first half, and we will give you those stats when we come back on the other side of the break. But right now, the Builders will take a 40 to 31 lead into the halftime locker room on Senior Day here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. So we're going to step away. We're going to get ourselves refreshed, get some stats and things, and we'll come back after the break and get you all caught up with what went on in the first half. So don't go anywhere. Come back and get ready for another fantastic half of action here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Again, Builders hold a 40 to 31 lead. So for Howard McCain and Sekou Fry, we'll be back for the second half of action. And remember, this is Builder Basketball.
Here we go.
My name is Letitia McCain. I am Director of Education of the Apprentice School, and I think the most fun part of it all is building a relationship with the students.
You know, the opportunity we can offer here at the Apprentice School is a very unique one to prospective student athletes. It's one of a kind.
My favorite part about being an apprentice is getting to work with my hands and playing football. And since I came in the yard, I've matured a lot, coming in straight out of high school, and I'm able to work better with others.
Oh man, it's a great experience. I mean, you're doing what you love. You're learning a great trade that you can use anywhere. It's just a great experience, best experience I ever had.
I loved it because it taught me time management, it taught me patience. I was one of those ones that did everything last minute, so it taught me how to go to work, get time for resting, get time for homework and school, and stay on top of things. My favorite thing about being an apprentice has to be the numerous opportunities that you get. As long as you show initiative, determination, and you dedicate yourself, there's no door that can't be opened.
It's not your traditional four-year college scholarship type athlete. Just hearing about the women actually getting out and working every day told me a lot about their character to even sign up and be committed to a program like this. So the challenge, I think, just knowing that these women can do both, it was inspiring.
Wrestling is one of those sports where it takes serious dedication to be really good at. And just like every other apprentice, they're going to school and they're going to work all day. They're working on nuclear aircraft carriers and submarines and being a full-time athlete.
I didn't know what to think. I was blindsided. Got to grow up a little fast, but I made it work. Been here 10 years now. And yeah, tuition free, simple. It's as simple as that.
Most recent grads that are graduating high school, their first year at college or typical university, they're sleeping in sometimes in the mornings. Our guys and young ladies are out beating on steel at 5:30 in the morning sometimes.
It's completely different. You really see how responsible you have to be to get up every morning and get to work, and how much people really rely on you.
This is not for somebody that's soft. It's something that it's very rewarding when you get through it. It's a long day. You're up at 5 or so. You may go to school all day. You may work all day. Practice afterwards. Get home, clean up, eat, do your homework, and get to bed and get ready to do it again the next day. So it's a sacrifice and it's a commitment.
I'd say my proudest moment really is just being able to have this opportunity and do it all. I mean, I got the schooling paid for and made it through that, and being able to do something that I'm really interested in.
But playing baseball is awesome through the apprentice school, because it definitely just opens more doors to move up in the company. You can't have much more fun playing baseball.
Probably is the best decision that you could make coming out of high school. You're going to be able to pay your own bills, start your own career, and also at the same time, you could get your education for free. So it's really a no-brainer.
I was recruited right out of high school. Had a defensive coordinator come to my school and say, hey man, you're not going to have any student debt when you finish up. You're going to get to play football and work with your hands every day. I said, sign me up right then and there. Greatest experience of my life thus far.
You got to have some guts. You got to be hard-nosed to be able to survive this place, this culture, this atmosphere. So what we do is we come in, we tell our guys there are no excuses. We want guys that are smart, that are going to be able to come in here and get the classwork done. That's first and foremost. But secondly, we want hard-nosed guys that really love the game of football, guys that, you know, they can't wait to get over to football practice and they love to compete. We play a fast, high-paced, exciting brand of football, so that's something they can look forward to every day. With the way we're trending and the way our program is recruiting, I can tell you that we're going to be moving into some spaces that apprentice football has never been before, and I'm excited about it.
It's a great opportunity to be able to come to the apprentice school, not only play the sport, but also be able to have a career out of it as well, too.
I believe the proudest moment I've had is to see all of our players, walk that stage. I challenge each one of them to become a superintendent as a minimum, and several of them are going through the ranks making supervision, so I'm real proud of that. That's probably more than any of them shooting 69 or 70 in my opinion.
It's a big deal. When they come here, they're building nuclear-powered submarines and aircraft carriers for the U.S. Navy, and basketball is just the fun part. But what our apprentices do on a day-in and day-out basis is protecting our security at home, so it's something that they're going to be able to really take pride in for the rest of their lives.
We play a huge part in the safety of our country, being a contractor of the United States Navy, and it's just an opportunity that we can offer that no one else in America can, so it's really unique here and really awesome.
The opportunity of the apprentice school should be known to a lot of individuals, because it gives students an opportunity to come in and not only learn a trade, but also you get a chance to be an athlete as well. So to be able to get job skills, on-the-job training, as well as interact and be in a world-class company, I mean, what more can an individual ask for?
I'm Michael Allen. I'm the Director of Athletics here at the Apprentice School, and I am a builder.
My name is Brian Cave, and I am a builder.
My name is Nicole Jackson, and I am a builder.
My name is Ben Jones, and I am a builder.
I'm Joey Maben, and I am a builder.
My name is Zach Johnson, and I am a builder.
My name is BJ Maben, and I'm a builder.
My name is Quanisha Bruce, and I am a builder.
My name is Evan Key, and I am a builder.
My name is Mike Amrazovich, and I am a builder.
My name is John Davis, and I'm a builder.
My name is Austin Saylor, and I'm a builder.
My name is Marcus Chevres, and I am a builder.
My name is Lou Picola, and I'm a builder.
I'm Brandon Joyner, and I'm a builder.
I'm a builder.
I am a builder.
I am a builder.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
USC NCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like the USCA.
My name is Elena Puoli-Pelham. I've been at the apprentice school for 4 months, and I'm an expertise heavy metal fabricator. Heavy metal fabricator is like putting the pieces to the puzzle. We're the ones who cut the pieces, press the pieces, and send them out. We cut steel. The pieces can vary from very small pieces to very large pieces. We build aircraft carriers and submarines. The apprentice school has endless opportunities. You get to come in here, learn a trade, play a sport that you love, getting paid while doing it. Main thing is to stay focused, be on task. The money is great. Once I complete the apprenticeship, I plan to move higher up. Apprentices are the future leaders of the company. I have matured tremendously. Time management is key here. Now I have the most time management I've ever had in my entire life. Debt-free and making money. So you come out of the apprentice school with no debt. I thought the apprentice school was gonna give me a job and help me move on. But when I came here, I got a total different experience. It's been the best experience of my life so far.
I'm Jordan Wilson, and I'm an X33 coding specialist at the apprentice school, and I've been here for a year and 4 months. We do a lot of taking paint off and painting parts of the ship. We build world-class submarines and carriers. We focus on quality. I'm 19 years old, so I think I'm pretty stable and able to do a lot of things that I like to do. We make good money here. The apprentice school is tuition free, so you still be able to get your degree here, and you'll have a job with the company if you choose to stay here, so you'll be secured. The apprentice school has changed me as a person because it's brought out the leadership skills that I know that were already in me, because that's what we focus on here. We focus on leadership, craftsmanship, and scholarship. I'm capable of doing a lot of things, and being an apprentice really shows how to bring that out of you. So that's my favorite part, is testing what I'm capable of doing, even if I don't know it.
Bears. Here's Moliere. Shot clock at 10. Moliere, shot no good. Able to get the offensive board and the putback is Harris, and Harris is fouled. Harris is fouled by Marion Moore. That is Marion Moore's second personal foul. I apologize, I had my mic off, did not know it. That is so embarrassing. 18:03 remaining in the first half. Builders now with their largest lead. Well, their largest lead, was 13 prior to that shot. Is now 11 as Jones looks for someone to get the basketball to. He gives it to Joyner. Again, Joyner, the lone senior on this basketball team. Honored prior to the beginning of the game. Misses from 3. Rebound comes off to Shannon. Shannon with 14 points in the first half. He was the leading scorer for the Bears. As the kick in the corner to Moliere, 3, no good. As the fight underneath is won by Harris, and Harris once again is fouled. So count the basket. And Isaiah Jones fouled him, so Isaiah Jones picks up his second personal foul. Builders now with a 9-point lead as Easton makes his way into the game for more. And Harris will step to the line to try and attempt to complete the 3-point play. At the 17:30 mark of the second half, again, we're at senior day here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. And Harris drains the free throw. So back comes Joyner. 44-36 Builder lead as Jones gives to Epps. Epps through the defense, and he is fouled. That foul is going to go on J.C. McCorn, and for J.C. McCorn, that is his second personal foul, and the team's first, so that'll put Epps at the free throw line. He will shoot 2. 17-16 remaining in the basketball game. As Epps is able to hit the first of 2. Again, Evan Key's squad comes into this afternoon's basketball game with an overall record of 11-12, 5-3 in conference play, already holding to the number 1 seed on their side of the bracket of the EMAC tournament that will be starting here soon. As we get a foul on the shot. That foul call will go on Isaiah Jones. He quickly picks up his 3rd. And that'll be the team's 4th as Cameron Shannon, will make his way to the free throw line again. Cameron Shannon with 14 points in the first half looks to add to that total, and he does just that. So with those 3 fouls, that'll put Isaiah Jones on the bench, and that brings in Vershawn Ely. Jones goes 6'8", while Ely goes 6'4". So we get a jump ball situation. Possession arrow in favor of the Builders. So the Builders will take over with a 9-point lead, 17:06 left in the basketball game as Joyner crosses the timeline. Joyner eclipsed the 1,000-point mark against Mid-Atlantic Christian University earlier this week, if not last. As Epps, nice through the defense. Unable to hit, but able to tip the basketball in off of his own miss, and the Builder lead is back up to 11, 48-37. 16:35 remaining in the first half as Shannon goes to work off of a screen. Ely with the defense, 15 seconds on the shot clock. As Harris put his shoulder right into the chest of Eason. Joyner with the handles. Action from Smith, who is unable to convert, and back come the Bears. McCorn put his shoulder right into Corey Joyner, and Corey Joyner draws the offensive foul. So for McCorn, that is his 3rd personal foul and the team's 2nd. So McCorn will take a seat, and he'll give way to Tyler Glover. as the Builders still hold to an 11-point lead, 48-37. As we get a double technical foul call. And now we get another technical on both players. So we get double technical fouls on both the Bears and the Builders, as Tony Epps and Jonathan Moliere are both ejected from the basketball game, not for pushing and shoving, but just a lot of chirping. So, you know, in basketball, they'll allow some conversation back and forth. And a lot of times the officials will give you a warning and ask you to knock it off. But if you continue to chirp, you're out of here, especially if you have some choice words. So I'm not sure what was said. We're too far away from the action to hear exactly what was said, but Tony Epps and Jonathan Moliere will spend the rest of this afternoon's game on the bench for the Builders and for the Bears. All right, so the ball is back into play. Shot clock at 20. Game clock at 15:56. Here's Ely against Brooks. Skip pass to Smith. Smith, tough shot along the baseline is good. And the Builders have now matched their largest lead of the afternoon at 13-50-37. Builders lead over a tough Clinton College Bears team. As Smith, I'm sorry, that's not Smith, I take that back, that's Brooks, as the Builders nearly turned it over here underneath their own basket. Long three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes off to the Builders, and Ely is fouled. So Jamarian Davis picks up his first personal foul. That'll be the team's fifth. Rashawn Ely was fouled in the act of shooting, so he will go to the line to shoot two to try to add to this 11-point lead by the Builders. And he does just that. Again, Builders have led by as much as 13 in the basketball game, have not trailed at all, having scored the first 5 points of the afternoon, and haven't looked back on the scoreboard since, as Ely converts the second of two. Brooks being guarded by Joyner. Brooks in trouble. And we get a timeout. Timeout being called by Coach Dee Frazier to avoid the possible turnover by his club. So we'll quickly come back to courtside. I'm not sure if that was a 30-second or a full timeout, but we'll see in just a moment. Beautiful first half of play by the Builders. You got to be happy if you coach Evan Key. His guys have come out, and they've really come out with a lot of energy in this basketball game on senior day of all days, as Corey Joyner was honored prior to the beginning of the game. A lot of family and friends. That was a huge, huge entourage that escorted Corey Joyner at center court as he was honored. Photographs were taken, and it was just a beautiful scene for the lone senior on this basketball team. 52-39 is our score. Timeout is over. Both teams are back on the court. The officials are having a discussion with Dee Frazier about what, I'm not sure. The first-year coach for the college out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. Basketball is now back into play. 15 minutes remaining in the basketball game is Shannon. Nice into the defense with a kick to the corner. Three-point shot is good. I'm sorry, as Tyler Glover. I was calling him Brooks. I'm not really sure where I got Brooks from, but Glover. Oh, there's a James Brooks on their squad. Sorry, everybody. Number 12 is Tyler Glover. Apologize to him and his family. As the shot at the rim is no good. It was blocked, but there's a foul. The foul will go on Siraj Harris. So that will be his second personal foul and the team's sixth. So that'll put Avon Hawkins at the free throw line to shoot two. Builders lead by 10, 52-42. 14:37 remaining, and he hits. And the second of two by Avon Hawkins goes down. So the Builder lead now is 12, 54-42. Hawkins puts on the four-court press on Glover. Glover, shot is blocked. Here comes Smith. I'm sorry, Harris against Eason. And Harris is fouled.
Builder foul number 22, Jaden Eason, his second, team 7.
So Jaden Eason will pick up his second personal foul at the 14-17 mark of the second half. So he's not in foul trouble, so he should be fine to stay on the floor as Harris steps in to shoot two and misses. Builder lead stays at 12, 54-42. 14-17 remaining in the basketball game. We have another game coming up right behind this one, as the Lady Bears and the Lady Builders will go at it here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center court. Joyner, step back. Long three-point shot misses, and the rebound comes off to the Bears. Here's Shannon. As both coaches bark out instructions to their team, we get an offensive screen. We get an illegal screen call. An illegal screen call against the Bears. So that's a turnover. So the basketball goes back over to the Builders. Again, 12-point lead, 54-42, 13:58 remaining in the basketball game. Again, senior day here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center is Corey Joyner. Today's honoree. Here's Ely, tough shot. No good, rebound taken by Harris, and here come the Bears. Brooks with the basketball. Able to knife between the defense and get the layup to go. Builders with the snowball pass on the other end, goes out of bounds, so that's a turnover. As you can hear, the ladies team for Clinton College trying to cheer on the men. Men currently trail now by a score of 54-44, 13:23 remaining. Here's Glover being guarded by Hawkins. Shot clock now at 20. Works off of a screen. Kind of threw that one up. Didn't want to take the shot, actually wanted to pass it, but the Builders with a fast break opportunity to Hawkins. And there to clean up the mess is Ely. So with that dunk, that pushes the Builder lead back up to 12, 56-44. Builders leading, 12:48 remaining. Here's Shannon to the rack, and he is fouled. So Shannon forces Jaden Eason to pick up his third personal foul. So that'll put Cameron Shannon at the free throw line to shoot two. Again, Cameron Shannon sharing leading scorer honors for the Bears per game at 21.4. He makes the first of two as J.C. McCorn and Marion Moore check back in. Moore replaces Jaden Eason. Again, Eason is going to sit with three. Marion Moore with three of his own. Builder lead now with 9. Builder lead now at 8. I'm sorry, Builder lead now at 10. I looked at the scoreboard incorrectly. Please forgive me. 56-46. Builders by 10. Joyner with the dish. Ely. Three-point shot comes off. Moore able to gather. Builders nearly turned it over, and they do. Here's Brooks. Can't find anything in anybody, so he kicks it out for 3. Feed down low. Shot off the glass by Davis. So 56-48 is the score. The pace of the game picks up just a little bit at the 12:02 mark. Here's Joyner working off of a double screen. Moore works against Harris. Moore was looking for the foul, but no foul came. Harris able to defend for the Bears, and here comes Shannon. Shannon had his pocket picked by Corey Joyner. So the basketball will stay on this end as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken by Coach Evan Key. At the 11:43 mark of the second half, Builders holding to an 8-point lead against the Clinton College Bears. As you can see, the pace of play starting to pick up just a little bit here in the second half. You can see that Clinton College really wants to run with the basketball. Again, they pretty much trailed the, you know what, I'm not going to say pretty much, they have trailed the entire basketball game as Coach Evan Key's squad has played really, really well. Now, some of the fouls are starting to mount up just a little bit for the Builders, as again, Marion Moore with 3, Isaiah Jones with 3, and Jaden Eason all with 3 personal fouls. So 11:43 remaining in the basketball game. Those guys have to manage their fouls if they're going to stay on this floor and continue to contribute to this basketball team. So we'll see what Coach Key does strategy-wise as far as defense to try to help protect those players, to keep them from picking up those 2 fouls that'll get them disqualified. Speaking of disqualification, we saw Tony Epps, and we also saw Jonathan Moliere get ejected from the basketball game with double technical calls. So maybe personnel-wise that won't cause a problem, but both teams are back on the court. Let's see what happens. Shot clock at 20 as Shannon works it to Brooks. Brooks able to get inside, got his shot blocked by Moore, but he also committed the foul. So for James Brooks, that'll be his first personal foul and the team's 8th. So that means that the Builders are in the bonus. So that'll allow Avon Hawkins to shoot the 1-and-1 at the 11:34 mark of the second half. Builders with an 8-point lead, make it 9. 57-48. Avon Hawkins misses, and Harris comes away with the rebound. Bears get down court quickly as the basketball rotates back to Cameron Shannon, who works off of a screen from Harris. Shannon, wild shot, nothing doing. Harris able to convert. So Siraj Harris able to get the offensive board and put back. So 57-50 is our score. Builders by 7 as Hawkins feeds to Moore. Moore wasn't quite able to reach that pass, but thankfully the Builders were able to corral the loose ball. And Ely able to convert on the offensive end, and that pushes the Builder lead back up to 9. 10:43 left. Pace of play really, really picking up as James Brooks turns it over. So Caleb Molesky will come into the basketball game to give Avon Hawkins a rest. 10:41 left in the ball game. Builders lead by 9. They led by as many as 13 in the basketball game as Smith is harassed on his way to the basket. That foul call will go on James Brooks, and for Brooks, that is his second team foul, personal foul, I'm sorry, and the team's 9th. So that'll put Kyrie Smith at the line to shoot 2. Clock is now stopped. 10:34 left in the ball game. Builders with a 9-point lead. Smith able to hit the first of 2. As Tyler Glover comes in, James Brooks has a seat for the Bears. So we'll be shooting foul shots for the remaining 10.5 minutes in this basketball game as both teams are now in the bonus. Builders almost in the double bonus, one foul away from that, as Smith converts the second of two. Builders shows the defensive pressure just a little bit as a trap forced a turnover. Here's Molesky. Molesky all the way to the rack for the layup. And the Builder lead is back up to its largest of the afternoon, 63-50. Builders have done a fantastic job of weathering the scoring storm, and contention at the rim for the dunk for Shannon, and they're going to call a foul on Ely. Unless Ely got him with the body, boy, that block looked clean. But for Vashawn Ely, that's his first personal foul and the team's 9th, and that puts Cameron Shannon at the line to shoot 2, and he hits the first. Builder lead now with 12. Make it 11. And if you've watched enough basketball in your lifetime, you know that a lot of times teams go on runs. 6-0 runs, 8-2 runs, 10-3 runs to kind of get themselves back into the basketball game. We haven't really seen the Bears really go on much of a run in this basketball game as Moore commits the offensive foul. And I looked at my stat sheet incorrectly. I said that Marion Moore had 3 personal fouls. He only has 2, but now that will make his 3rd personal foul. So again, Moore has to manage those last 2 fouls with 9:45 left in the game. So for the Bears haven't really gone on much of a run in this basketball game. So the Builders have been able to match them score for score and hold on to this lead. And we get an offensive foul on Cameron Shannon. That's a player control foul. Nice job by Corey Joyner to get in front of Shannon and create the offensive foul. So for Cameron Shannon, that's only his 2nd personal foul, so he's fine. As far as fouls go, he's okay. As we take a second to mop up the perspiration on the floor. Corey Joyner hasn't put up the numbers on the scoreboard like he did the last time these teams played, but his impact in the basketball game has been there. Smith for 3. No good. Rebound taken by Glover. And back come the Bears. Glover, 3. Rebound taken by Ely. Here comes Joyner. Skip pass to Smith. So the Builders back it out. They have a double-digit lead, no hurry. Just work the basketball around the perimeter. Look for a high percentage shot as Ely to Moore. Moore, high percentage shot, and he gets it to go. 65-52, 13-point lead by the Builders. Remember, the Builders went into the halftime locker room up by 9, 40-37, and again have done an amazing job of converting and keeping distance between them and a high-powered offensive team of the Bears. 65-54, 11-point lead, 8:19 remaining. Here's Moore. Moore, spin move, tough shot, unable to get it to go, and Harris gets the rebound on the carry. Harris. Very active underneath the basket. The basketball is Moore, able to slap his shot out of bounds. And right after that one, Moore stared down Harris big time underneath the basket as Jaden Eason will make his way back into the ball game. Jaden Eason with 3 personal fouls, 7:57 remaining. Shot clock now with 15. Here's Harris on Moore. And you knew Harris wanted to take it right at Moore, seeing as that Moore just recently blocked his shot. But good defense by Moore caused the miss by Harris. Here's Smith. Moore scores the basket right in the face of Smith, and that pushes the Builder lead back to 13. 67-54. Shannon at 20 on the shot clock, able to get away from Smith. Kick to McCorn for three. Missed the entire basket, but Harris is there working hard underneath. Harris able to convert. Harris in the right place at the right time to pick up the loose ball, as that was an absolute frenetic possession. Scoop shot nearly hits. So here come the Bears trailing by 11. McCorn loses it. Here's Molesky. 3-on-1 break to Moore. Moore. Feed to Molesky, who hits. So 69-56 is the score as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken by Coach D. Frazier. The first-year coach of Clinton College takes a timeout to try to come up with something for his basketball team, who just have not been able to solve this puzzle that is the Apprentice School Builder basketball team this afternoon. They're now down by 13. At one point, they were able to get the lead down to about 6, but the Builders came right back thanks to some really good defense and even better offense, and they continue to hold on to this lead. This lead has kind of changed a little bit between 13 to 11 to 9, back up to 11, and the Builders have been able to maintain their intensity on both ends of the court, offensively and defensively. Marion Moore, a force down underneath. You saw him block a shot just a second ago from Harris, who was right there at the rim, ready to put it up off the glass for 2. But the Builders are doing a really, really good job of pressuring the Bears on defense. Cameron Shannon went into the halftime locker room as the leading scorer for the Bears in the basketball game. He hasn't really been much of a threat here in the second half. He has scored, but most of his points have come from the free throw line. So again, the defensive intensity for the Builders has really picked up, and you've seen the Bears get frustrated because they can't seem to get over the hump. 69-53, Builders leading. Again, Builders have led this basketball game from the start and just have not let up. Here's McCorn being guarded by Molesky. Shot clock now at 15. Builders switch. Nice job by Molesky to contend. Harris with the loose ball pickup. Thought he was going to go in out of control. He missed the layup, but he's fouled. That foul will go on Carice Smith. That'll be his second personal foul. So the Bears now in the double bonus. Both teams now in the double bonus, so we will have 2 shots for the remaining 6 minutes and 12 seconds of the basketball game as Harris looks to try to dig into this 13-point deficit, and he's unable to do so. So Jonathan McDonald will make his way back into the basketball game. You remember earlier he went down hard on a play, may have gotten hit in the face, unable to finish shooting his free throws, but he's back out there as Harris hits a second of 2. So 69-57, Builders 12-point lead at the 6:05 mark. Joyner, basketball was kicked. So that'll push the shot clock back to 20, or up to 20 rather. 6 minutes exactly remaining in the basketball game. Here's Joyner. Feed to Eason with the shorter player on him. Unable to take advantage, but Moore nearly loses the basketball. Shot clock now at 5. Here's Molesky. Molesky tries to get it to Moore, and it's intercepted. Molesky almost creates the turnover. Brooks misses. Back come the Builders. Here's Joyner looking for someone. Euro step, and he is fouled. So again, the pace of play really, really picked up as J.C. McCorn picks up his 4th personal foul. That'll put Corey Joyner at the free throw line. Corey Joyner not really lighting it up this particular game in the scoring column. Only scored 6 points in the first half. But his impact in the basketball game has been in other ways. He did pick up a charge earlier as he hits both of his free throws. And now the Builders now with their largest lead of the afternoon. It is now at 14, 71-57. Holding the Bears well below their per game average on the scoreboard as we get a foul. That foul is on number 23. That's Marion Moore. That is his 4th personal foul. So that'll put Jonathan McDonald at the free throw line as he continues to try to adjust things around his eye. I don't know if he maybe got poked in the eye earlier, but on his first free throw attempt after he went down, he missed the entire basket with his free throw attempt, and he misses that one. 71-57, 5-11 left as McDonald misses the second. So the Builders look to add to their 14-point lead. Again, this is their largest lead of the basketball game. It's Moore with 4 fouls. Joyner, nice through the defense. Beautiful shot goes. Tough shot by Corey Joyner. And the Builders now with a 16-point lead. Shannon tried to create an opportunity with a foul, but he missed the jumper. Ball went out of bounds. Last touch by the Bears.
Technical foul charge number 13, Cameron Shannon.
So we also get a technical foul call on Cameron Shannon. So the Bears show their frustration to the officials. You can see that Shannon was trying to create an opportunity for a foul on the Builders, and he didn't get it, and he also missed the shot as Corey Joyner drains the first of 2 technical free throws. Builder lead now at 17. Make it 18. So we've already had 1 player for the Bears ejected for consecutive technical fouls. That's Jonathan Moliere. So the Builders with 2 shots in the basketball at the 4:38 mark. Builders lead now up to 18, 75-57. As the Builders with some new blood on the floor. Here's Eason. To Molesky, shot clock at 10. Here's Eason, able to get underneath the basket and get the layup to go. Clifton Good into the basketball game for the Builders as the step back 3. No good by the Bears, and we have a foul. That foul will go against Clifton Good. As you can hear right here in front of us, Coach Evan Key loses his mind over that foul, and justifiably so. You are up by 20 in the basketball game. So if you're the Builders, the last thing you want to do is stop the clock and give the Bears an opportunity to score the basketball as McDonald finally hits from the free throw line. He missed his last 3 free throws in a row. Builders lead by 19, make it 18. So here's Joyner. 3:50 left. Eason. Shot clock now with 15. Here's Joyner with the kick. Back outside to Smith. Here's Joyner with the shot clock now at 6. Joyner, 5, looking. Gives it off to Good. Good if it goes, and it does, and Good gets himself on the stat sheet with a score, and that pushes the Builder lead back out to 20, 79-59, 3:15 left as we get a player control foul on Cameron Shannon. And Cameron Shannon picks up his third personal foul. And the Bears start to feel this one slip away. Again, this is a Bear team that comes in hot. Having won their last 7 basketball games and an impressive 15-4 record, 6-1 in conference play. So the Builders have an opportunity to get out of here with a huge win over the number 2 ranked team in the USCAA Division I polls. Feed inside to Smith, who converts. And the Builders' lead continues to grow, now at 22, 81-59. Here's Cameron Clinton to McDonald. McDonald, late foul call by the official. And again, Clifton Good picks up another foul. These are the fouls that, as a coach, you just don't want to see your basketball team pick up, because in basketball there is no 22-point play. McDonald hits the first, and that drops the lead down to 21. So the Builders' only enemy in the basketball game is that final 2 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock, and you don't want the clock to stop at all. And if you're the Builders, you do that by fouling. So even if the Bears are able to score, they can't score 21 points on one possession. So if you're the Builders, you don't want to foul for the next 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Shot clock at 10. Here's Smith, who misses. So the Builders were unsuccessful on the scoreboard, but they were successful with taking time off the clock. But if you're the Builders, no fouls. Kick to the corner. Here's McCorn. And the Builders create the turnover. Builders on the break with Joyner. Shot is up off the glass. And good. And the Builders' lead now is 23. 83-60 with a minute and a half remaining in the basketball game. Here's McCorn. No fouls. And they don't foul. Nice job by Good to get the block with no foul call. Shot clock now at 20. Game clock down to 1:15 is Good. Misses. McDonald with the basketball. As the Builders just look to stay between the shooter and the basket. No fouls, and we're now under a minute remaining in this afternoon's basketball game on Senior Day as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken by Coach Evan Key, and the crowd gives this team a huge round of applause as they now sit with a 23-point lead with 53.8 seconds remaining on Senior Day, as they give everyone an opportunity to honor Corey Joyner, the lone senior basketball player on this team, who will end his career here with the Builders as one of the 10 highest scorers in program history, eclipsing the 1,000-point mark earlier in the season. So 53.8 seconds left in the basketball game. Builders with a huge 23-point lead as the Builders have controlled this basketball game throughout. Here's Hunter. Molesky to Good. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Builders just want a work clock at this point. The points are not important. Getting this clock down to 0-0 is, as Smith loses it, but able to get off a shot, nothing doing, as Clinton will hold for the final shot, if that's what they decide to do, is McCorn. To McDonald, clock at 18. McDonald misses, good with the rebound. So all the Builders need to do is cross the timeline and just hold the basketball, and that'll do it. As the clock is down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that will do it. An impressive afternoon of basketball scoring for the Builders, as the Builders put up 83 points on a super tough Clinton College Bears basketball team, as both teams now shake hands at the end of the game, as things seem to be a little bit testy right now between players. But this was a very hard-fought basketball game that the Builders are going to come away with a 22-point victory, 82-60, over the number 2 ranked in the USCAA Division I poll, Clinton College Bears. Both of these teams will be high seeds in the upcoming EMAC tournament, as the crowd gives the home team a huge round of applause. The Builders came out early and took control of this basketball game here on Senior Day. As again, Corey Joyner is the lone senior on this basketball team. He gets all the accolades today for this huge win over the Clinton College Bears. He didn't quite do it on the scoreboard, but he did it in a whole lot of other ways, as the Builders get out of here with a hard-fought victory. For Coach Evan Key, his team is now at 500. They're now 12-12, as the Bears fall to 15-4 overall on the season. But I get the sneaky feeling these teams may see each other one more time in the EMAC tournament. So we have another basketball game upcoming. The women, the Lady Builders, will get a chance to take on the Lady Bears of Clinton College, and we're going to see how this game actually turns out. Now remember, the last time we saw the ladies on the floor, it was not a really good basketball game as far as turnovers. Lady Builders committed 27 turnovers. So let's see what Coach Antonio Hill was able to do with the ladies, and we'll see what they're able to do with Clinton College when we come back for Game 2 of this afternoon's doubleheader on Senior Day, as Corey Joyner, the lone senior that was honored this afternoon, just had an impressive game. So we're going to take a break, and we will come back here with Game 2 of this afternoon's doubleheader. So come back with us, Howard McCain and Sekou Fry, and we will bring you the play-by-play action as the Lady Builders take on the Lady Bears of Clinton College. So come back with us. We'll be happy to have you. And remember, as always, ladies and gentlemen, this is Builder Basketball.